Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Amanda, the Spiritual Divine, coming back to you on Sunday, December 20th. So I am super excited, A, to do this video, and B, tomorrow is December 21st. That means Saturn and Jupiter line up for the first time in 800 years. This is going to be such a spiritual awakening for the 3D thinkers. So I am so pumped about this to hopefully open up people's minds and to get us to the next level. So I just wanted to start with that, but I've saged the cards, I've shuffled them. You know, I was really trying to think about what do I want to do today for a reading, because as you know from my last video, if you've watched that I work a corporate full-time job, but I want to do my readings. I miss it. I love it. It's my passion. So I don't have time to do a lot of readings, you know, like I wish to God I could do Gemini, Cancer, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Pisces, do all of the astrological signs and read for everyone, but I just don't have that time right now. Maybe in the future. I'm connected with Geminis because I'm a Gemini, so I really like doing those readings. However, Spirit told me to do a reading for the collective today, so that's what I'm going to do. As a reminder, because this is a reading for the collective, all the messages I'm going to give today are not going to resonate with everybody. So take what does resonate, leave what doesn't, and definitely come back for more readings. I'm excited to be doing this, and with everyone's support and with the positive comments that I get, it just really makes me so happy. And, you know, this is something that I'm doing because I love it. And so I just, you know, it makes me happy to get those positive affirmations, and for people reaching out, messaging me privately that are saying like, hey, you know, we're spot on about X, Y, and Z. Can you give me advice about this? That was really like awesome. And I was so pumped after that. So let's get started. I do want to give us a little ding-a-ling-ling before we get started. So what I'm going to ask you to do is to close your eyes, be present in this moment. Take a moment to take a deep breath in and out. I know it's hard. Our attention span is like 5 minutes. So now we're almost 3 minutes into this video. Most of you are like, just get to the reading, and I get that. But this is going to just calm the energy for you. It will set the tone if you're listening to this in the morning, for the day, at night. At night, it will help you sleep better. So let's just do this. Please, again, close your eyes and breathe deeply in through your nose and out through your mouth. That's not working very well for me today, as always. I said last time too that this sometimes doesn't work very well. It's a smaller bowl. I love it. It makes me calm. I don't know about y'all, but yeah, a little sage for you, sage for me, and my cards. All right, although I saged them already. So we're going to start with my favorite deck. It's the basic tarot deck. This is the Karma Tarot, and I just like the images for me because I read off images and spirit, like what spirit's kind of telling me. I don't know, the cards resonate with me very well. I also have the Love deck, the Archangel by Doreen Virtue. Archangel, Romance Angels, there we go, by Doreen Virtue. And then this is my Energy Oracle cards. I love this deck. If y'all don't have it, get it. I don't know, it's just amazing. I love some of the messages. So when I pull one, I do read from the book because obviously I'm not familiar with these yet, but really cool messages. So I know we're almost 5 minutes in, and this is when I'd like to get started. So let's do that. All right, so Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Miriam, I ask you come forth and help the collective provide a clear and accurate message for the week of December 21st, 2020. Any messages are greatly appreciated. And yes, this is a message starting on Monday, December 21st, that is going to run through the week. So it will end on Christmas, the day after. So again, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Any clear and accurate. And I know y'all can't see me shuffling and whatnot. Just hard to kind of set the camera up in a different way. Thank you. All right, right now we've got the 8 of Cups, and I do want to pull a few more cards because I'm just going to start pulling cards as they come, picking up on the messages. So I'm going to do what I refer to as rapid reading. Usually I'll do 3 cards, pick up on all the messages that I'm getting, but because this is a collective reading, I'm going to do more of a rapid reading approach where I'm pulling cards and just pulling and giving the messages that come to me. So again, 8 of Cups. It looks like there's definitely, for some of you, some distress that's going on right now in your life. Addictions with alcohol or alcoholism. So you may be struggling right now quite a bit. Either so be it because it's that time of the year with the holidays that you're struggling. It could be that there's a lot of stressors in your life. Maybe you're laid off from work. Maybe work has been extremely stressful. There's definitely some of you that have been relying too much on alcohol. And then as alcohol is a depressant, it's making you feel more and more depressed. This is definitely saying that there's people that support you. And I know it's hard because we're not able to be around a bunch of people right now, right? Like I haven't seen some of my best friends in almost a year. I haven't been able to go to parties or like hang out with my, with groups of my friends. Like I get it. We've all been pretty down. But this is just to remain hopeful that this isn't going to be the end game for you. Things are going to get better. We're going to move over that hump. And you're going to see that brighter side or that side come through. That's going to be, and I'm sorry, because again, this is what happens. Messages start coming in and then my words get tongue-tied. But basically, you're going to get over this hump if you so choose to. Next, we have the World card, which is my favorite card. It is also on my little plaque that I have. So definitely one of my favorite cards. And that is, to me, again, what my feelings on the World card is overcoming challenges and rising above. So for some of you, again, that have been struggling with that drinking or, I mean, it doesn't have to be just drinking. It could be drug use as well, or turning to things that are not the best habits to turn to. Things are going to change for you. You're going to come over that hump. You're going to rise above. You're going to be victorious if you just put forth the effort to do so. There could be some deception that's going on around you, so just be careful of that. So if it's someone, not necessarily like a love interest or a lover, but it could be a friend or a family member that's deceiving you. So please just be careful of that as well. And then next we've got the 4 of Coins, another card that I really like, just because it looks like Marilyn Monroe on the card and she's gorgeous. So again, snake is showing up in both the World card and, as you can see, the snake here that's depicted. And then on the 4 of Cups, it's depicted as well. So really, to me, it doesn't necessarily mean that the snake is always bad, but the messages that I'm picking up on is that it's not the best in this reading. For some of you, again, there's someone that's being very deceptive to you. You may think that they are like this awesome person. Like, oh my gosh, they're so perfect. They're so put together. They're perfect for me, or they're just like the best friend that I've ever had, or whatever the case may be. But there's definitely secrets that they're hiding. And they may have an ulterior motive in this relationship or friendship. So just be aware of that. I also see there is someone that's being nosy in your life. So either they're stalking you on Facebook or social media, Instagram, etc. Just be aware of that. It could be either a past love, a past friend, or an old friend. Maybe you've already found your deceptive friend or lover, and they are now in the past. They're definitely still watching you. So again, just please be aware of that. All right, so let's get a few more cards here. Great messages that we're getting so far for some of you. So I hope this is resonating. Again, if it doesn't, that's okay, because we have plenty of time to go through some messages. All right, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, please provide clear and accurate messages for the collective for the week of December 21st, 2020. Any clear and accurate messages is greatly appreciated. Oh, okay. I'm just going to shuffle a few more cards. Hopefully they pop out. If they don't, I'm going to pull. Whoop. Okay, perfect. So, y'all, a snake again. So I definitely want to get some clarification on this with some cards specifically on the snake energy that's coming in. Some of you may already know what I'm talking about. Great. But okay, so Ace of Cups, for some of you, it feels like you're being sucked up by this like negative energy. So again, this could also relate back to that Eight of Cups card that we got, you know, with some of that drinking. And I want you just to see a clear picture of this, right? So, I mean, anyone, based on your feelings, it's not just like, yeah, someone's drinking, someone's walking by and there's something in the bed. You know, what you got to do is, if you want to get into tarot reading, is really just pick up a deck and start. I started at 14. By no means am I an expert yet. I'm almost 40, 38 actually. And I have some spiritual mentors that I admire so much, and they've been reading tarot for like 40, 50 years. I also have some spiritual mentors that are much younger than me, and they're amazing. So age doesn't have a factor. I think it's just you reading and taking in the messages from spirit. And really, again, what the cards are showing me, and another snake. I didn't even realize that with the strength card. Wow. That's crazy to get that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 snakes in the 6 cards that I pulled. 4 out of 6 have the snake depicted. So definitely something we've got to find more about. Anyway, back to this. So sucked up, right? A lot of you are feeling sucked up by a negative emotion, by things that are going on in your life right now that are draining you, and that you're feeling like you can't breathe. Again, you have to take the first steps and regain control. With the strength card, it's regaining control. So although the snake, right, may be over you, what's underneath you is the lion. So what I want you to know is that we all have the two sides. There's a lot of things that are going on in the world right now where the collective is feeling drained. They're feeling this negative energy that's out there. But what we all can do individually is start to rise above that, right? So if we put out those positive vibes, those are going to come right back to us. We are a mirror. For anyone that's interested in like positive affirmations, this is definitely something that Spirit's saying that you need to do to get yourself through this difficult time of feeling depressed and down and no end in sight. So remember your strength. Do not let deceptive people change who you are or lose that inner fire that you have inside you. You are a strong individual. That's what I feel. We also have the 10 of Swords here. So again, a lot of that deceptive energy. So I feel like there's a lot of thinking going on right now for some of you. A lot of you are thinking about what do you want your life to be? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do for your career? You know, what's your 5-year goal? What's your 5-year plan? Like there's a lot of thinking that's going on, but there's also this like, either you've got a wall up and you're afraid of being deceived, or there's currently someone that is deceiving you. Maybe you're not aware of that yet. Again, this week here, I know a lot of us may or may not be spending time with family. That could lead to that feeling of feeling depressed if you're not able to be with family and friends like you normally would. This could also be where a lot of this energy is coming from, right? Because sometimes spending a lot of time with family can be a bit overwhelming. But again, just beware of those in disguise. Beware of the deception that could be around the corner. That doesn't mean to have your walls so high that you're kind of questioning everyone's motives. It just means to kind of keep your third eye open and really know within your gut and in your heart what is true and what is not, if that makes sense. Lots of good cards right now. And again, I'm going to keep going with this. I know we're only about 15 minutes in, but I think some amazing messages are really coming through. And what I, again, really want to clarify is the snake energy. Because again, 4 out of 6 cards depicting the snake. And this deck doesn't have, like, if you go through and look at the cards in this deck, there's not a snake on almost any of them, except the cards that we've got for this collective reading. So that's very interesting. And actually, before I continue, I am going to pause for just a moment so I can blow my nose. I thought last week that I had a kind of like a cold. It's allergies, 100%. Because I'm in in a cold climate, the dry air from the heating is affecting me like it always does. So please bear with me just one moment. I'll be right back. Thank you. I'm back. Thank you everyone for waiting. Okay, so let's pick up where we left off. So looking at that snake energy, and also I really just quickly, I don't know why I was reaching for the camera and you're over here. Wanted to show you guys this fortune-telling magic fish. So I got this at a novelty store yesterday in my area. I don't know why I just got distracted when I sat back down and saw this, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, I wanted to show them this. So basically what it is there's like a package, and you guys might remember this from your childhood. This wasn't something that I had in my childhood, but this novelty store sells items that are from your childhood, like candy cigarettes, for example. This was another one. So what you do is there's these. I'm going to take one out. As you can see, I know the wording is backwards. Sorry. So it says fortune telling fish. Place the fish in the palm of your hand and its movements will indicate basically your fortune. So you take this little fish out. It looks like you could like eat it. You put it on your palm. Oh, come here, buddy. And see how it's folding up like that? So my son's yesterday, mine did something different than this. But my son, it's just the tail that flipped in. This is the head and the tail that's flipped up. And now it's just the head. It's just weird. So anyway, what that means, if it curls up entirely, that means passion. If just the head moves, it means jealousy. So I don't know if that's, you know, obviously I'm single and I'm not talking to nobody, so I got nothing to be passionate or jealous about. But if that resonates with anybody that's watching, hey. But anyway, I thought this was cute. You guys, great little item. It was like $2. You know, if you guys look this up, it's the House of Marbles by Devon, England. It's the fortune teller miracle fish. Cute little gift, you know. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. But back to business, you know, because Amanda gets distracted real easy. Miss Spiritual Divine got a little ADHD, okay? Just to let y'all know. So we're looking at why is the snake appearing in this reading, Spirit? Can you please provide us some information on this snake? And I'm going to be just kind of blowing my nose while we're walking through this, because otherwise I'll be pausing this video every 5 seconds right now. So please provide any clear and accurate messages on why the snake is appearing in our reading beyond the deceptive energy in person that I'm picking up. I'm just grabbed these two were kind of sticking out. So the 3 of Coins and the Page of Wands. Feeling like you're caught in the middle of something going on. So This definitely, for some of you, this snake energy is about a love interest, okay? There's no doubt. With the Three of Wands, I mean, look at this. We've got the brides up top, the sad bride, the husband. There's also some others. So there's some talking. Looks like someone's talking behind your back. So for some of you, this deceptive snake energy is for sure has to do with a relationship. This could be either the spouse, your possible future spouse or current spouse, if you're already married, is being deceptive to you. There's something, or you're feeling that they're being deceptive. But what I'm picking up is there's clearly deception. There's clearly some side, snaky energy going on here. That they're not telling you the truth about something. And you know this. It looks like, you're burning the candle at both ends. You're feeling worn out. You're feeling like you can't go on. There could be a potential trip that was planned that was canceled, and being home with your partner so much. And I don't know why that trip thing just popped out. Sorry for some of you. Maybe that makes sense. But I feel like because you're home together more, you're noticing more of that deceptive energy than maybe you had you blocked out in the past. Again, feeling like maybe you're being caught in the middle of something. There's definitely some three-way energy going on. So whoever's being deceptive, definitely there's a third party involved. That, it feels like you're questioning why. Why? And I think some of you are questioning, why am I not good enough? Why is my spouse, partner, love interest, boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever it may be, why are they doing this to me? And you feel like you maybe been putting on an act, not in a bad way, but you're not being yourself lately. You're trying to prove yourself so much to this person that you're wearing yourself out, when you need to remember your strength, and you need to remember how amazing you are, how beautiful you are. Your soul is beyond what anyone else can compare to, for sure, is what Spirit is giving me for messages. So I'm glad that we were able to clarify that from Spirit for that snake energy that kept popping up. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a tough time. And this could be why that feeling of loneliness and sadness is also affecting some of you. If you are dealing with a partner that is being deceptive or isn't telling you the whole truth about things, obviously that can make things pretty difficult. And I'm sorry, guys. This is probably going to be and literally for any of you that might have some recommendations for me, I'm all ears. Because whenever I sit, my nose ring, sorry. Whenever I sit or lay down, I'm fine. If I stand up, I don't have a stuffy nose. But as soon as I lay down, or if I'm sitting down for a long time, my nose starts getting runny, like a runny nose. And I don't know why. I do not understand. I did have a nose surgery 2 years ago because I had broken my nose back when I was 18. So I had that fixed, the inside and out. And it's fine in the summer. And I know it's probably because the windows are open and we've got, the breeze coming through the house, but it's annoying. So share in the comments below any home remedies, recommendations. If you know why this happens, I'm all ears. And also share in the comments below if this is resonating with you. If, obviously you don't have to announce, yes, my partner's cheating on me. Don't by no means expect you to do that, but just would love to know if this resonates with you. You can even, how others messaged me privately is they found me on Instagram. So my Instagram is linked as well in my YouTube channel. I think it's above, in the above right-hand corner, bottom right-hand corner above is where my Instagram option, I guess, if you will, is. And you can message me there if you want to talk. If you have another few questions that you want answered, I'm more than happy to do that for you. So yeah. All right. So let's move on past this. So Spirit, what other messages can we provide for the collective? I feel like that was the most important message that needed to get out there for some of you. So definitely needed to hear that. All right, next we have the Seven of Swords and the Ace of Wands, which is funny. The Seven of Swords came up last weekend for my Gemini reading that I did. Sorry, guys. I feel so bad. Like, if I could literally just not even do this video because I'm worried about blowing my nose on camera, but what's a girl supposed to do, right? So anyway, moving on. I'm a Gemini, for some of you that may not. Now it's kind of painting a picture of me, right? So the Seven of Swords and the Ace of Wands, there's definitely this feeling of, like, for some of you, this newness and growth. Like, this year may have pushed you to a position that you're like, things are going good. Like, I am finally growing. I am finally moving, like, onwards and upwards, and like this energy of just love and like strength, and nothing can touch you. I am so proud of you guys that have been doing that, working towards your goals this year, no matter what was going on in the world that was stopping you. You know, put your best foot forward and said, I've had enough. Like, I am not going to let a pandemic stop me from getting my goals. I'm going to grow. I'm going to hit my goals, and I'm going to kick some ass this year. Thank you. You know, you are what keeps us going that may have not felt that way as much this year. So definitely needed to get that message out. And that's a beautiful, beautiful card, beautiful energy for some of you. And then Seven of Swords is kind of the reverse energy of the Ace of Wands, to be honest. So here is like a lot of fear, a lot of fakeness. There's this feeling of fear for some of you, fear of the unknown, fear of the future. Again, fear surrounding the pandemic. So this is kind of continuing for some of you. Again, if you watched the video last week, and again, if you are a Gemini and you're here today, this could still be following you into the next week. And what I would say is learn from those who are in this growth period. We can't let things stop us or hold us back because of fear. And I am learning that myself, believe me, okay? For someone like myself that has anxiety, fear has stopped me from a lot of things, but most so relationships. I always say, I'm not in a position where I want to be in a relationship right now. Maybe in the future, when my youngest son graduates, then I'll start thinking about it. Really deep down, I know it's because I'm afraid to get hurt. I know this. My ex, just to give you a little story time, my first ex, I knew he was a player. For sure, knew it. I knew he was cheating on me. I knew what kind of a person he was. Like, it was clear, right? There was no, like, wondering. Like, he was who he was. However, the ex that I got with after my ex, my kid's dad, he came across as this Prince Charming, like, riding in on a white horse, swoop me up, and like, oh my God, is this man for real? No, his ass wasn't for real. He was a fake ass. And so then I started questioning my judgment. Like, how could I let this deceive me? Like, the snake energy in these cards. Like, how can I feel so deceived by the snake? And now I'm like, I don't even trust my own judgment to date again. I don't know about this. However, I'm learning that there is a plan for us all. And when that person walks into my life, I'm going to know why it took so long. And you all that are stopping yourselves because of fear need to not be afraid. What I've been thinking of, like at work, because I've been trying to climb the corporate ladder, and I'm in a position now where I'm like, finally, I'm in a position where I can feel financially secure. Yeah, it's a stressful job, for sure, very stressful. But there's, like, on the weekend when I'm able to go to the grocery store and not stress about money, that's a good day, because I'm a single mom, and I've been a single mom for many years now, almost 10 years. Since I separated from my kid's dad, and it was a struggle to make the ends meet. I kept my house. The mortgage was expensive. The bills were expensive. Kids are expensive. And especially if I wasn't getting any child support. If I would have let fear stop me, I would have been dead in my tracks. So you cannot let fear stop you. For those of you who are listening and you know this is for you, don't let fear hold you back. The worst, I mean, obviously this sounds bad because of the current situation with COVID, but I always say like the worst that it could do is, will this kill me? If I get in a relationship, you know, will I die? I mean, and again, bad analogy, but in my head it makes sense, I guess. So again, the way I kind of think of it as, what's the worst that could happen? If I make a mistake at work, I'm not going to get fired unless it's a huge mistake. I'm going to get talked to. Okay. You know, I'm my own worst critic. I get it. If I get into a relationship and I get hurt, my soul, that's okay, because I still will move on with my life. So just kind of think about that. Take what you will. And I know I can go on and on. I'm sorry for some of you. Feel free to skip through some of this if you're like, blah, blah, blah. You know, Amanda's blah, blahing again. Okay. But we need some more messages for our collective. Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel. More messages for the collective, please. And then we're going to turn to the Archangel, I keep calling it Archangel, the Romance Angels deck. And this, like, the Energy Oracle deck. I love this deck, too. I do have one called the Psychic Tarot. And I was going to maybe use this one, but I don't know, I'm not really feeling it right now, so. One second. Love her, but leave her wild. Speaks volumes of me, let me just tell you. Okay. So, King of Wands and the Hanged Man. The snake energy is coming back. So, you guys, for some of you that were listening that are like, no, the whole deceptive thing and snake thing, it's not for me. Again, not every reading is going to be for you. There's way too many people that click on this video that it's going to make sense for everybody. It's just not going to happen. But it's not what Spirit's telling me to tell you is this reading was needed. Someone needed to hear it more than you. Okay? So come back. Don't be discouraged. Don't give up on me. Give me another shot, right? But just please remember that not every reading is going to resonate for everybody. And even if like this deceptive energy doesn't have to necessarily be a lover, I think for some of you that clearly it is, but some of you it could be, again, a friend or a family member, or like, I feel like a coworker. Like I feel like there's a lot of deceptive energy in this reading for the collective. So I want you to be careful who you're talking to. What I'm hearing is be careful who you're talking to at work about things. Try not to trust every coworker. There are some people that are not having your back. They may confide in you, or you may confide in them rather, and then they're going and spilling the tea somewhere else. Please be careful of that. Again, with that snake energy appearing in this card, with the Hanged Man, I feel like you're in limbo a little bit. Oh, my main shirt. Sorry. Random. I feel like you're in limbo a little bit. You feel like something, either you're going to drop and fall and fail, or you're going to turn the situation around and stand back up on your own 2 feet. So what I need for you to do is to, again, remember how strong you are. Dig deep in your soul of souls to pull out that strength. Look in the mirror when you wake up and say to yourself, and I'm looking the camera at me, you are an amazing person. You have a beautiful soul. You are worthy. You are your own best friend. Love yourself. Have a good day, bitch. Have a good day. And I know probably not the best thing to swear, sorry. But this is what you need to do to take control of your life again. I mean, you need to be your own best friend. And I know it sucks, obviously. I mean, we all need people to rely on. But at the end of the day, and on the day of your birthday and your death day, only you are there for you. Of course, parents and things like that. But like, you are your soul's best friend. You have to remember that. And take care of yourself, okay? So sorry for that spiel, but I mean, that snake energy keeps popping up, man. And again, not a lot of these cards have the snake on them. I mean, this is a pretty big deck of cards. And if you guys even want to Google, okay, the Fool, no snake. Knight of Swords, no snake. I mean, Six of Wands, no snake, right? That's what's crazy to me. The Star, which is beautiful, no snake. So for that to keep popping up in this energy is pretty crazy. And if you want to do a little more research after this too about snake appearing in a reading or snake energy, you can Google it, and there might be more meaning and information as well that you can find out. That I definitely do it. I mean, I urge you to do it, because there's more that you need to hear and see about this. And like the what is it called? Your spirit animal. It's not like it's your spirit animal, that's for sure. I mean, it may be for some of you, but there's something with this energy that you need to hear right now. Again, the King of Wands. So, oh, for a second, I thought the snake was on his feet. I was like, oh, I'm shooketh. It's not. Okay, so I'm not feeling this at all for some reason. I'm not picking up on anything with this card. I'm going to have to get some more clarity. There's just nothing coming to me. Probably because I'm going to pause. And I'm sorry, guys. You're probably going to hate me. Literally, for you, I pause and it's 2 seconds. I'm back. But I needed to just take care of this runny damn nose. Take a second to clear my energy, because I think I'm too worried about my stuffy nose that I'm not able to really pull in on this card. And I know you're thinking, holy crap, this woman is all over the place. Bear with me. Okay, it's Sunday. What time was it? Like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You can see my eyes are like red. I'm a little tired. I did not sleep very good last night, but I've heard a lot of people weren't able to sleep very good last night, which was Saturday, December the 19th. So yeah, just 1 second. Thank y'all. Thank you, guys. Thank you for your patience. Okay, feeling much better. Had to stand up, clear the nose. Gosh. Thought more on and meditated more on that King of Wands. I'm just not picking up on that, on anything with that card. I'm sorry. For some of you, something in that may resonate that I'm not able to pick up on. Typically that card means like big picture. I mean, visionary, you know, things like that. I mean, honestly, I'm just drawing a blank. King of Wands, nothing. I mean, it's literally nothing to me right now. Sorry. So, moving on. And we're going to actually move away from this deck. I feel like we're kind of getting to the end of that message where I need, Spirit is telling me one more card, and we're moving on. So, one more card, please. Last message from this deck. Please, Archangel Gabriel. One more message, please, from this deck. And it didn't really pop out. It was like sticking out. So I'm wondering if that's why too. And I always say, like, sometimes every card is not going to fit. And you move on from it. That doesn't mean anything, right? All right. Energy. Give me one more card from this deck. You know what? No, there's nothing popping out. I think we're done with this deck. So, quite a good chunk of cards that we read through, though, for the collective today. Good messages. Again, definitely Google that snake energy. I'm going to, too, because the collective would include myself. So, I'm interested to know also what is in that message. But yeah, so for those who are listening, this is our Romance Angels deck. And this doesn't necessarily mean that, oh, this is just for singles. Again, take what resonates, leave what does not. But we're going to move on to more of the love side of your life. So we know that there's a lot of going on for some of you in the love area with a deceptive partner. However, again, this could be deception for feeling with coworkers, family, friends. There's deception going on. But for those of you that do have a partner, again, I'm really sorry that there's that deception that you're going through right now. I've been there. I know how that feels, and it's not a good feeling. But just remember, it's not you. It is them. You are good enough. That was the biggest lesson I learned, is that I kept thinking, I'm not skinny enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not whatever enough. But I was like, no, like, I'm a good person. I may not be the, you know, size 2, big boobies, big booty. Well, I got a big booty, but, you know, I may not be this picture perfect Instagram model, but I am me and I am cool. I'm good enough. Like, someone would be very lucky to have me. And if they're too blind to see that, oh, well, like, bye. And I think my exes both realized that after I left for good and was not going back, that like, oh, well, she's gone. And now they have to live with that forever. And your ex will too. Okay, just remember that. All right. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond will deepen. So for some of you that are getting to know someone, or even if you are in a relationship, I feel like sometimes we hide pieces of ourselves and we're not open to vulnerability. This card is saying to be vulnerable. I know, it's hard. Believe me. You're talking to the queen of not being vulnerable. So Spirit is saying that, hey, you need to be a little more vulnerable. Open up the side of you that you've kept hidden. And again, this could be if you're talking to someone, potential love interest. This could be if you're already in a relationship. Just have a moment to sit down with your partner and be like, hey, you know what? I never told you this, but this one time, either when I was younger or in my 20s or my 30s, this happened to me, and I just wanted to share it with you. And I think that for people seeing a vulnerable side to someone, that really speaks volumes, especially this day and age where a lot of people are not vulnerable at all. Relationships are so fleeting, unfortunately. So just keep that in mind. All right, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, any other messages for the collective on today's reading would be greatly appreciated for the love. Too many cards. All right, for the love interest of this reading, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel. I'd love to know how some people, when you're watching like the videos for other readers, they shuffle and it's like within seconds, cards pop out. I'm like, maybe I'm holding the cards too tight. Oop, I found one. And they're not, like, maybe I'm gripping them too tight. I need to be loose with my movements. Oh, this is a good one. Let go of control issues. Yeah. I feel like sometimes the older we get, the more control we want to have over our lives, over another person. So this is saying, like, allow the situation to unfold naturally. If you are talking to someone, try to not have control of every little thing and dissect it and like just let it, just try to be free in the moment. See what happens, right? If you are in a relationship and you're like really having a lot of control over things, this is saying just to like let go of some of that control. Again, see what happens. Also picking up in this is that to remember your angels are watching over you in this situation. So for some of you may know exactly what that means, but I'm getting for sure, if some of you that are listening have your grandmother and mother that have passed away, I'm for sure picking up on someone's grandmother and mother energy. And they're wanting to say that they're watching over you. There's potentially a custody battle that may be going on, that they're here. They're always here. They're like, maybe you called your grandmother Nana or Nene, something different than Grammy. But they're there to make sure that the situation, it goes in the best way possible for you. Sorry, just random message there that came through. I wanted to make sure I shared. All right, let's get one more card. Let's do it for singles. Single collective. And a message from our spirit for our singles on, thank you. All right, retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world, singles. Okay, So this is my take on it. We are so connected to our phones, to work, to everything, that it's so hard to disconnect and actually like go and just be, right? So I'm feeling that if you were to take a time to disconnect, maybe go for a hike, maybe go join like maybe a hiking group, or just something where there's going to be other people that are doing interests that you also like, that you're going to meet someone that that's the one that's going to be the one for you. So sorry again, guys. Something will very much so come of this if you do that. So for some of you, please go, if you're into, again, I'm just hearing hiking. So hiking, if you're into a sport, if you're into, not badminton, but, like a chess game. Anyway, if you're into any of those things, join a club and you will meet someone and it will be a lasting relationship. Okay. Last but not least, because I know we're almost at an hour, and I usually don't want to run too much over an hour. Obviously, I talk a lot, if you haven't noticed. So, yeah. And bear with me, the more I get back into my readings, because obviously it's been a hot minute, more I get back into my readings, the more the messages will flow, and I'll stop, you know, I'll read, I watch back my videos and I dissect every piece of it. I'm very critical of myself. So things that you may be picking up on that you're like, so annoying. This girl is so annoying. Or, oh my gosh, like just get to the reading. I literally will say the same thing about myself if I'm like watching it as if I'm a viewer. So believe me, you could put in the comments like, wow, you suck. Or, you know, you wouldn't shut up or whatever. I'm like, I know, I'm sorry. Okay. I know. I'm trying to get better. So have patience with me. All right. So let's get some messages from the Energy Oracle deck. All right. What's the messages for the collective from the Energy Oracle deck? Messages for the collective. All right. So we get some messages. Ooh. There's 4 cards that popped up, so I'm not going to pull any more. Those are the ones. And, all right, Angel of, and again, I have to defer to the book because I'm not like 1000% familiar with this deck. It's newer. So Angel of Love, let me share. That's beautiful. The heart, long story, I'll get into it another time, but hearts mean a lot to me. Door to value. So love, money. The Temple of Faith, love, money, faith, and the world. If that isn't a clear message right there, love, money, faith, and the world. What does the world need? The world needs more love. The world needs to have more faith that things will be okay, or faith in a belief. Door to value. The world is struggling to see their value. And it's not just about money, although people are struggling financially. So, I mean, that is pretty cool. But let's see what the book has to say on these, okay? All right, 49. Thankfully, these are numbered, so I can find them pretty quickly. Okay, Angel of Love. She holds a rose quartz heart, radiating tender and loving vibrations, bringing you compassion and affection. I'm just going to hold this while I read it. If you're looking for a new love, this angel brings a message of its upcoming approach. You gotta go disconnect. Or if you're longing for a deeper, more intimate connection with someone already in your life, the angel is here to say that far greater tenderness is available to you. This could either refer back to the snake and the deception, that if you leave that relationship, something much better is coming. Or This could refer back to, oh my gosh, the card that I was talking about opening up to your, like, loved one and being vulnerable, right? So that ties together as well. Either way, remember that your first intention for tenderness must be directed inward, for sure. And the compassion that you demonstrate towards yourself will influence the energetic potential of these events in a significant way. The angel of love is smiling on you and forging connections in the energetic realm. So like I was talking earlier about the positive affirmations, for those of you who are watching this, so sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. Like, literally, you're my best friends right now. You're going to see the worst of me. I don't, you know, I'm one of those, I don't care. And I'm going to blow my nose on camera, and hopefully people aren't rude about it. Because we all blow our nose. Anyway, or else I would never be able to read, to be honest with you. Yes, so be compassionate with yourself. Practice those positive affirmations in the mirror in the morning. Like, if you have to put a sticky note somewhere by your toothbrush with, like, the affirmations, do that. You know, stick it to the mirror, tape it to the mirror, and just, it's going to be weird at first and hard, but look into your eyes in the mirror, into, like, and I always think, like, this is my soul. Deep in there, that little piece of the spiritual divine, of Amanda. She's hearing this, right? Do that. All right, next, we've got the door to value. 31. Thank you all for taking an hour of your time today as well to listen to this reading, even if you fast forward through a few parts. I do truly appreciate each and every one of you. And again, if you could just like this video, subscribe, and click the bell button for notifications on when new videos come up. It would also mean a lot to me. I know I'm new to this. Not new, I mean, I've done readings, obviously, since I was 14, and I've been doing readings a few years ago. I was focused a lot on Twinflame. That was the energy I was getting at that time, big time. But now I'm opening up, coming back. I'm going to follow my passion. I'm going to do this, darn it. And that, you know, I don't care what comes of it as long as I'm helping people. That's my main purpose. So the door to value. And actually, this card was reversed when it popped out, so I just want to read the reversal option. This card reversed signifies a partial or perhaps even potentially completing a closing of a door. The hoped for new opportunity where money or career is concerned may be delayed or possibly derailed. However, that's okay. Don't be disheartened. This card reversed reminds you not to put all your eggs in one basket. Diversify your interests and your efforts, and let your intuition guide you to the next open doorway. In the meantime, open your heart and your mind to the other sources of value in your life. Money is a commodity, but so is time, tranquility, and love. Choose to open the doors of these wonderful experiences yourself and find the real value there. And something that you could say as an affirmation: my life is opening to endless possibilities of prosperity. The river of abundance flows freely through my door, bringing me unlimited wealth. And if you want to screenshot that, oh, it's reversed. I'm sorry. I forgot about that. Yeah. Rewind what I said and write it down. So money isn't everything. I said that when we first brought these 4 cards out. I said, hey, you know, door to value, the world needs it, but not love, not money necessarily. And this is basically what that's saying. Like, money's a commodity, but so is your time, your love, your tranquility, like your peace. So find what's most important to you and open that door, and know that even if a door is closing, that's not a bad thing. So for the snake deceptive energy, for some of you, closing that door, again, good things will come of that. That's definitely for sure. For those of you who are feeling deceived or going through struggles at work, if you don't get that promotion, or if you got laid off from work, don't feel like your life is over, or, you know, because I found I've been laid off before when I was selling cars, and I thought this was like the worst thing that could happen. Actually, I've been laid off twice, and both times I thought like it was the worst thing that could happen, but really it was directing me in a path that was much better for me. So I always know that if something doesn't work out, it's because it's for the best. Like, this is the direction that I'm supposed to be going. All right, the temple path. 12. There we go. Receiving this card represents your own spiritual evolution. The winding path you are on leads to a blessed temple and a lovely garden, symbolizing the spiritual destiny. Symbolizing the spiritual destiny your soul has had in mind for this life. Ooh, getting deep. This card upgrade is here to tell you that what you are going through right now is all a part of your soul's process. You are on your karmic path and heading in the right direction, and the choices you make now are very important for your personal growth and your life lessons. The lights around the temple represent the spiritual world. So you can see, I'll give you a finger. See the lights there. This represents your family members, your friends, angels, and your spirit guides, all the loving spirit helpers who long to help you. Call upon them and be open to their wisdom and inspiration. This is a wonderful, life-expanding time, so keep in mind your personal priorities as well as your spiritual connection. Following your higher intentions will help you move your life forward in dramatic ways, and connecting with spirit and your higher self will have a wonderful influence on all that you experience. Sorry, that was a longer message, but wow, that's a beautiful message. So, I mean, I could go back and reiterate some things. Just take that. I think that is for all of you that are watching this, no matter if some of this resonated, all of it did, whatever, like, you are on the path that you're supposed to be on. We were all put on this earth at this time for a reason. And even if you're not 100% sure of what your end game is or your destiny, what you're supposed to be doing, just know that every choice that you make gets you closer. Your soul knows. Let your soul guide you. I let my soul guide me to getting back into tarot and not caring what people thought, because I am a Christian. Not most Christians' eyes, reading tarot is the devil's work. I don't really believe that. I don't believe that. And I don't feel like reading tarot and telling people some things about their lives, or like connecting to the other side, or hearing what spirit's saying and trying to be that person that delivers those messages is something that God would shun me for. I don't. And if I allowed, people, I live in a small country town in Maine where there's like a lot of Republicans. They're not very liberal in their thinking. They probably think this is crazy. And I'm sure some of you that are watching this, either that I know or that are watching this, well, you probably wouldn't be watching this unless you searched for it. But I would say some of the people that maybe I know, because I'm sharing on my TikTok 1-minute little readings, maybe judging me. And I don't care, because I love this. And I feel like you should really feel the same, right? Like, if you're doing something and you're like, oh, but what will people think? Like, don't care what they think. Do what's best for you and do what you love in your heart, because that's what's going to lead you to your soul's end game, right? Your karmic destiny. Last but not least, and we're literally almost at 1 hour. On my clock up here, it says 58:20. So the world. And that's how we're ending the reading too, which is cool. All right. Oh, I didn't even see the man there. Okay, the man in this picture is looking out over a bay, above which the beautiful sphere of the earth is rotating. This card is reminding you to expand your vision and contemplate some much broader options. The world is so big. There's a lot out there to consider. In the modern age of technology, this could specifically be referring to creating or expanding to a more global network through the internet or social marketing. Drawing this card also lets you know that you have unlimited resources available to you, and now is the time to think big. As they say, the world is your oyster, so so get ready to gobble it up. Also, I'm going to read the reversed, because I don't remember if this card, I knew the door to value was reversed for sure, but I can't remember if this was. So I'm going to read both just in case one of the message resonates with you more than the other. And Spirit's telling me to do that. So that's what we're going to do. Receiving the world reversed means that you've been severely limiting your view of things. You are thinking too narrowly, either in your opinions for action or in what you feel you deserve. Okay, I feel like, honestly, this is more, because I didn't really feel like that other part resonated. You may be feeling boxed in by your old ways of doing things and not quite sure how to expand. This card calls for you to think creatively. Outside of the box you find yourself in the now. In addition, you may have emotionally painted yourself into a corner, surrounded on all sides by energies such as fear, which showed up in there in our reading today, short-sightedness, limited thinking, or self-doubt. Yeah, this is for sure for you guys. But you still have the option to let all of that go, and this card is telling you not to wait another minute to do it. It's time to break out, see the unlimited horizons around you, and know that the world is waiting for you to take center stage. So I think that is definitely, that's for us, that message right there. And an affirmation that you can say, my life expands into boundless horizons with unlimited powerful energy. A world of possibilities is open for me now. I love the reading today. I think if we had a synopsis of like what we read, I could go on, and I'm not gonna, because y'all have been here with me for an hour, and I appreciate your time very much. Taking an hour either at night or in the morning or during your workday to listen to someone read to you. I appreciate it. For those of you who stuck through to the end, thank you guys. I wanted to share one more thing though before you go. So I have like a side hustle of a couple things that I do. One is I make organic sugar scrubs. For those of you who don't know what that is, basically it's sugar, organic sugar, and some other ingredients that when you're in the shower, you take a scoop. I always mix a little water and you like rub it on your skin, rub it on your legs, and it helps your, you know, if you have dry skin, dry, flaky, itchy skin. That it would be pretty hard to ship out because it's heavy. So I just sell locally and do like local farmers markets, things like that. But I also sell Maine Sea Glass Creations. You can find me on Facebook, just like that, Maine Sea Glass Creations. If you do want to order sugar scrubs, you're more than welcome. It's Maine Organic Sugar Scrubs. And the Sea Glass Creations are like necklaces or keychains with sea glass, or just like, I just do all kinds of stuff with that. Lastly, and my favorite side hustle is the jewelry. My gems and stones. I mean, I guess, you know, I don't want to call them crystals, but crystals. I have a few different ones, and you guys, I'm going to put some more information in the description, but I have for sale, oh, it's already open. I have lepidolite. So lepidolite is really good if you're depressed and down. It helps to reverse that energy and bring happiness back into your life, or block out any, the depression, if you will. And these, I have a few different colors. So you can see that one is really pretty. Sorry, I want to get, there we go. Come on, camera. I might have to get out of the image. Oh, I can't. I'm still not picking it up. Let's do this. There we go. So you can see that one has like a marble look to it. And then I have darker ones as well. So a little bit more of the purple in there. I have a bunch of those. And then I have, so the lepidolite, Kyanite, my Kyanite, which is also, I love, equally as beautiful. It comes in a gold spiral enclosure. And then I also have 16 or 18-inch chains. So you would just let me know which chain length that you would like. Where this is gold, I would recommend obviously getting a gold chain for that. But this is, again, Kyanite. And Kyanite is just a beautiful, beautiful gem and overall energy of the Kyanite. And I do have to defer back to my cheat sheet, if you will, for Kyanite, because it's quite lengthy of what it can do and what it helps with. But if you want to Google it, Kyanite, Kyanite, feel free to do so. Same thing for lepidolite. If you want to Google more information about that, Lapidilite, I think. Don't quote me on it. And then last but not least, I've got, oh, actually, no, that's right. Okay, I've got the rose quartz. So for love, I know it's like, it looks white. Some of them are more of like a white look to them, but you can see the pink in it depending upon the light. With my ring light, it's making it look more white. But these are great if you're trying to open your heart chakra. For sure, the rose quartz is an option. And with that, I also have a 16 or 18 inch silver chains. And then lastly, I have, which one is, oh, amethyst. Duh. I was like, what other ones do I have? Amethyst. So there's a bunch of different options to choose. I've got like a shorter, fatter, clearer, if you will, amethyst. I have, this one is amethyst as well, but it's a more smoky look. Then I have a couple. I have one that's dark purple, really dark, and then one that's a lighter purple. So you just like let me know which. I only have 4 of the amethyst. I need to order more. So actually, you know what? No, I take that back. I only have, yes, I have 4 of those. I thought that may have been rose quartz for a minute. So all these necklaces are $15 each. So if you're interested and you'd like to order one, just let me know. And I can, so again, you can find me on either Instagram for Spiritual Divine, S-P-I, well, my name on the YouTube is obviously, and also there's a link to my Instagram. Message me there. Or if you're on Facebook, again, Maine Organic Sugar Scrubs, Maine Sea Glass Creations, and I don't have a page for my crystals yet, so maybe I'll get one in the works. Again, you guys, thank you so much for today. This was an amazing reading. I hope it helped some of you, and that some of you move on through this difficult journey that you're on with your head high, and know your worth, honey, okay? Know your worth. And if any of you would like a private reading from me, please let me know. Reach out. I also have my email is thespiritualdivine@gmail.com. That information is also in the description below. You can email me for a private reading, and the pricing as well is in the description below. And last but not least, if I don't talk to you all before the holidays, I hope you have for those who celebrate, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and I will be back next weekend with another week in review for the collective. And I may actually, because I have a few days off this week, do a Gemini reading in midweek. And if you have a sign that you really are excited, or if your sign, like maybe Cancer, Scorpio, Virgo, and you're like, Amanda, read it for me. Just put it down in the comments below and I'll do it. Okay, the more people ask, I'm down for it. And I also have my certification in pendulum healing, as well as Reiki. I do Reiki. So with all those energy forces combined, just let me know if I can do anything for you. Be more than happy to do it. All right, guys, thank you so much. God bless. Peace, love, and light. Blessings. And until next time, peace.